We have SABC News International Editor Sophie Mokoena. Thank you so much for your time this evening. I mean, Sophie, President Ramaphosa not mincing his words on South Africa's position in relation to the latest move on its case at the ICJ. Now, clearly, this is most likely going to be upsetting some powerful countries that are supporting Israel.
Yes, indeed. You know that the allies of Israel are quick to respond in relation to any movement in terms of ensuring that Israel is held accountable to what is happening in Gaza or Rafah. And therefore, the president was saying that the country is fully aware, Pretoria is fully aware that this will not go down well with the allies of Israel. But South Africa is determined to ensure that there's justice, and saying that there's no way South Africa will look away when the Palestinians, particularly women and children, are being killed. Let's listen at what the president had to say. I must say he was a feisty president and a very energetic and very strong words from the president. Take a listen.
Unapologetic. We are unequivocal. And we know by so doing, we have raised the ire and the dislike and the concerns and the hatred of a number of other entities around the world. And we know, as someone said here, it's a double-edged sword. It's my premier who said so. And we know that it is a double-edged sword, but nonetheless, in Sesotho, there is a saying in our African languages that a woman will hold a knife on its sharpest end. And she does that to protect her children, her family, and all that. And we say, as people who are now free, who have embedded justice as one of our key values, we are prepared to handle the knife on its sharpest end and support the people of Palestine.
I mean, Sophie, as the president is speaking, just the recent developments, Libya, Turkey, as well as Egypt, indicating that they will join South Africa's case. And I wonder what impact is this likely to have on South Africa's case? Well,
this will assist because you need as much evidence as you can. And these countries are part of the Arab League. They are part of the region, the Middle East region, particularly when you talk about a country like Turkey. And you know very well that they have evidence. We know that many people who were injured were taken to Turkey, and therefore Turkey is sitting with lots and lots of evidence. You know that Egypt has been involved, particularly because the border between Egypt and Palestine, and the Rafah border in particular, and therefore they have lots and lots of information. Libya, of course, it's far, but it's part of the Arab League or Arab nations, and therefore they feel very strong, like Algeria, that South Africa must be supported in this case. And therefore, I understand the anger from Israel when they heard that Egypt is going to support South Africa in this case, because they were hoping that they will continue to have this relationship with Egypt. But Egypt is saying, what you have done in Rafah, at the border, it's a provocation to us as well. I don't even want to talk about Turkey, because the president of Turkey has been issued a very, very strong statement equating what's happening in Rafah, and particularly the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, to Hitler, even though Israel has dismissed these insinuations.
And staying with the dynamics between Israel as well as Egypt, diplomatically, given, their relationship, how does it play out?
Well, it is going to be a very, very difficult one, as I pointed out. But Egypt is saying this time around, this is a red line. Yeah. You'd recall that Israel, a few days ago, they even closed the border. They even took over in terms of the border that is controlled by Egypt. And therefore, that really angered Egypt. We know even the United States of America had to call Israel to order, saying that what they are doing is adding to the fire. And therefore, Egypt is not turning back now. Egypt is firmly behind the efforts to ensure that Israel does account, and also to ensure that there's a way to resolve this matter once and for all. And this comes at a time, you know, tomorrow in Palestine, the Palestinians will be commemorating Nakba, the 1948 process of cleansing Palestine, and therefore it is at a very, very critical moment where even emotions are very high, in particular when you look at Palestinians. We are waiting to see what will happen tomorrow, and there has been a call worldwide by the former Prime Minister of Turkey that the whole world tomorrow must go out there and demonstrate and show support to Palestine. On the other hand, Israel has pointed out that it will not leave anything to chance.
And of course, we trust you to bring us, in fact, those very latest developments, especially given, you know, the fact that even when you look at what is happening at the ICJ, the situation on the ground remains desperate. And we will, of course, be bringing you, as the SABC, the latest development in that particular story. That is SABC News International editor Sophie Mokoena.